Hi, my name is Marvin, and today I want to go over Longtail Platinum software and exactly why you should get it, what you're going to get, and what exactly does it do to help you out with your internet marketing. And so, I have it opened up here on the left-hand side. You're going to see this little search bar. I went ahead and typed in my main keyword, and then you're actually allowed to, once you type in your main keyword, it's going to ask you to save it as a project, and then once you do that, it's going to ask you to add, it's going to ask you for different little things like seed words. So I went ahead and add in lose fat, trim pounds, the main one being lose weight. It's going to give you all these options, add my own keywords. If you want to add those, you can add those in up to 10,000, one per line. You can customize it with a filter if you want to, with all these different little filters like Google title competition, which is basically how many people or how many websites are out there that are going for the exact same word and how strong the competition is, or exact same keyword. There's Bing, same thing as Google. Domain availability, if that keyword is available as a domain name that you can buy. The global search volume, which is how many searches it gets overall around the world and not just locally, and also the number of words, and also the advertiser competition. And so if you're thinking about doing pay-per-click, how competitive a particular keyword might be if you're considering trying to advertise for that word. And so these are all little cool things you get. And then once you're done patting your seed words in, you click generate keywords and fetch data. And in this case, it's asking me for my login details. Okay, so I typed in lose weight up here, and I put in my seed keywords, and then I told it to find or generate words, and went out and fetched words. What you'll need for this to work is basically you're going to need to have a Google AdWords account, which you can get one for free. When you actually go to the same place you create your Google email, and so once you set up your AdWords account, you'll come back and put that AdWords Gmail account that you used into the software along with your password, and it's going to use the Google's AdWord engine to go and find or help find the keywords and also get the suggested bids if you plan on doing any kind of pay-per-click, and also pick out your competition for advertising and whatnot. So I typed in lose weight and I typed in lose fat and trim pounds, and it gave me back looks like 1,187 keywords that I can look into. And these are keywords I can basically, I could possibly go after whether I decide to create a web page around them, or if I decide to create a video, or if I decide to actually pay a search engine like Google to go ahead and advertise on the right hand side of their search results that people get when they're typing. And so as you can see, there's a lot of different words here and here. In this particular column, there's actually a lot of different columns that they give you, but in this particular column they give you local searches, so you can see how many searches these keywords get per month. You can see how much advertising competition they have as well. And then over here on the right, they have an option here for average keyword competition or competitiveness. And so what this basically does is it lets you know how hard or how easy it would be for you to basically rank for one of these words on the search engines like Google, or basically Google, but a lot of times the other search engines automatically follow Google. And so for instance, we're going to scroll down, And let's say I want to create a web page about how to get rid of stomach fat. And so I'll go to my right hand side here. I'll just click calculate. And it's going to go out and find what the keyword, our average keyword competitiveness is. And if it's really high, it's generally going to be, well, there's different levels of it. And so anything under 20 or anything in the teens or 20s is normally something pretty easy you can go after. It means you can basically create an article or a blog post and then put it up there and maybe create a video, and then you probably want to do that much more work to actually get attention from the search engines. If it's anything above 30 or 40s, this is going to be a little more difficult, so that means you're probably going to have to not just create the content or make a video or just a video. You're actually probably need to go and do some link building behind that as well to help get that, to get more attention. Anything above a 50 is going to be really, really difficult to probably get attention to by just creating a piece of content by itself. And pretty much anything 50 and up is going to take some real hard work and probably take, a couple months or whatnot to really, really get it attention, or it might take, months and months to even get any kind of real attention to that particular keyword you're trying to go after. So what I recommend you do is to aim for keywords that are probably 30 and under, because those are easier to go after. The lower, the better. And so I'm waiting here for it to come back with this keyword competitiveness so we can know exactly how competitive this particular keyword is and whether we can go after it or not. So we're waiting. And depending on what's going on, if Google, if their search engine or whatnot, or the thing they go through to get this information, if it's really, really busy, then it may take a little bit of time. Certain words, it'll find it faster than others, I found. And so while that's going, we're going to try another one, fast way to burn fat. Or even before we even go there, you actually can see when you click this little arrow here on the left hand side, how to get rid of stomach fat, click it. It should provide a drop down menu. And then from there, you can also see what websites are currently ranking for that particular keyword. You can see how much trust they built up, and how much trust just basically means how trusted these sites are, and also generally means the longevity. It means they've been around long enough to where Google has a certain amount of trust behind them, and normally the longer your site's been up, the more trust it builds naturally. And you can see other things like how many backlinks are going back to this particular page that you're trying to rank for, and you can see whether sites are referring back to it. Generally, you can also see how old these websites are too. So it says site age. This is 11 years, 11 years, 11 years, 11 years, 11 years, 17 years, 19 years. So a lot of these pages here have been around for a while, and so they have a lot of trust built behind them and within them. And so when you go and look and you see if there's any new pages, there's not really any bunch of new pages. The backlinks here, backlinks, they have a good little bit. This one doesn't have many, but and this one doesn't have that many either, but also depends on how long a page has actually been up to, on how fast it can rank for something. So, but when we really look at here, we really don't see anybody going specifically for how to get rid of stomach fat, how to lose stubborn belly, more like just how to lose belly fat is really what people seem to be focused on, except for this one here, how to get rid of stomach fat fast. It seems to have gotten up to the top 10, so it probably gets some kind of attention as well. So just something you may or may not consider going into, just depending on how many other sites are competing for that particular keyword, and also how old these sites are and how much power and authority that they have, and the likelihood that you'd be able to get into that top 10 to get in on that traffic. And so Longtail Platinum is just a really good software, just finding keywords, and especially long tail ones, the ones that are easier to go after, the ones that are easier to rank for. That's mainly what the software is about, and why you would want to have it. And I've used it to help me create videos that I never would have been able to create otherwise, because I didn't know these, certain keywords were getting searches, or how easy or hard they would be. And so I would recommend to get this, because you can basically expand your website. Say you have a website on knitting or a website on travel. You can go to this software, type in different keywords, and it's going to give you ideas that you can then expand upon and create content around. And then that's more natural searches going back to your page. Some keywords are just it's possibly a lot of these keywords don't even have content created for them, so you can go and create this content, and then that's just easy search engine traffic going back to you. Sometimes you don't have to even put that many links behind the content that you put up. Just put up the content and it can draw attention, or just put up a video for it and it can draw attention to it. And so I definitely recommend you get Longtail Platinum. It's worth the purchase. They normally have two different options. You can either get the annual plan, which you'll save money on, but it's generally, I believe, like 200 something. And then you can get the monthly plan, which is a little bit more feasible if you just want to pay a month-to-month fee. And so I'd recommend looking to one of those. If you go through this link here, you can go ahead and try it out. I believe they still have a $1 trial going on. So you can try it out for a month for $1, or try it out for a couple days for $1. And then if you still like it, you can go and keep it for the monthly fee or for the annual fee. And so again, my name is Marvin. I definitely recommend you check out Longtail Platinum. Get it as a great way to find Longtail keywords, which may be hard to find on other softwares out there. And you can also learn about how much keywords cost when you're bidding for them on pay-per-click as well. And just find out what the overall competition is like for a keyword before you even try to even go into it, so you don't waste your time and energy going after keywords that don't generate either the traffic or may generate too low amount of traffic for you to even try to consider going after, because some of them are really, really difficult to go after and they don't even generate or give you a nice return back. So these are just things to consider when you're going through using Longtail Platinum. I definitely recommend you get it. It's just a cool software. It saves you a lot of time and effort. It gets to the point for whatever you're trying to do. So again, my name is Marvin. Go ahead and check out the link that's provided here in this video at the bottom, and go ahead and get your copy of Longtail Platinum and learn even more. They even have some training videos as well that come along with it when you buy or purchase Longtail Platinum. You also can click the link in the description box as well if you don't see a link here in the video, which allows you to go to the same thing to check out Longtail Platinum again now. So again, thank you for watching this, and you have a great day.